Hey everybody, this is Caesar with Small Engine Velocity coming at you with a Sunday updates video on the Honda Ruckus. As you probably remember from my last and latest video, I skipped yesterday because I was working on all of this, that the Ruckus's headlights had an electrical problem and the one of the lights blew and it barely worked on the way home. That was a huge fiasco. I'd rather not relive it again. But I wanted to kind of give you an update as to what's happening so far. But before we do that, I'd like to announce something. The Zuma 125 has officially joined the collection. This belongs to me now, and this is my secondary bike. Went in, did the taxes and everything, everything's wonderful, looks great. I love this thing. It's fast enough, it's got enough carry space, it looks cool enough, and it's got some mods, which is good because that means there's a lot of mods for me to discover, like lowering it a little bit and getting some LED bulbs in the front, or making all this white stuff orange, which is probably more than likely, eliminating some mirrors and putting some bar ends or something, changing the exhaust, blah blah blah. So you guys get to experience all the mods on this. I know there's a 158 BBK for this also, full kit from RC something, but you never know. But anyways, let's take a look at the Ruckus. Alright, so here it is. Now, after much poking and prodding with the tester, I went ahead and cleaned up the terminals. I know it doesn't look like I cleaned up the terminals, but I cleaned up the terminals. A major problem I had was, okay, so I was, whenever I would turn, the bike would shut off. So I would wiggle things and it would go off and on. Well, come to find out, it's this fuse in line. I opened it up, the fuse just fell out. Just went bloop. So it wasn't grabbing the fuse. So whenever it would kind of jiggle around in there, it would cause me to go in and out, shut off, turn on, whatever. Then I had some bad grounds, or grounds that were, I used those T-fittings and they took it off. Well, I guess it cut the wire too much. And there were a few of them that were like that. So I went ahead and repaired all of those. I went ahead and hooked up my my vapor. So I have lights on my vapor again. I did run into a problem here where the headlight, the cable was too short, so I turned to the right and it kind of just yanked it out. Bad. Still gonna fix that. Over here, I had to redo my headlights. Apparently I had it wrong the entire time. So once I switched it to the correct positive for both, the negative for both, and then I had it connected to the correct 12 volt DC, then it just lit up and stayed lit. No blinking, no nothing. Now, I did ride it back home, and then by the time I got home, it started flickering again, and come to find out, there's two reasons why. I didn't tape these off too well, which I'll probably heat shrink later, but it was connecting in the middle, so every time I'd pull the brake, my starter flywheel, my starter clutch was spinning. It was like I was starting the bike. So, gotta fix that. And then the battery, and if you've been watching my Facebook page, the battery was, I came home and I was testing the battery with the meter, and I was anywhere between 11 volts and 12.5. So anytime it would dip below 12 volts, then the headlights would blink. And then after it was back up to 12, it would be okay. So it's a new stator, it's a new rectifier. So I wanted to, I'm pretty sure it's the battery. The battery is the oldest piece in the box. I know it feels like I'm just throwing parts at it, but that is a good reason to replace. So I got a new battery, should be in tomorrow. And then I'll go in and finish off the rest of these connections. I know it looks kind of messy, but that's on purpose. And it's funny because everything else is running great. Still need to adjust my air fuel, and all this is good. Got to fix my headlight. And yeah, everything looks good. I just gotta get those electrical kinks figured out. So the plan is, after I get the bugs and the power and the harness worked out, I'll ride around for a week or two. Once I got it going good, then I'll go ahead and take the motor out and we'll do the 171. But I want to make sure all the electrical stuff is clear first, because I don't want to do the motor and then end up having to do 400 other things, because you know, I don't want to have to chase too many leads down. But anyways, sorry the video came out late. I've been working on this all day, then it was family day. I did this all day yesterday, and I didn't want to stop to record. I know that sounds anti-YouTube of me, but I wanted to make sure that I was paying attention to the things I needed to pay attention to. But anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any comments below about what I've been doing, or any explanations as to what was going on, go ahead and leave a comment below. Anyways, thanks, and I'll see everybody next time.